What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of Where's the Call. First off, we have a lot of stuff to get into this episode. We had two huge trades in the NBA, and this weekend was the first game and start of the brand new XFL Extreme Football League ran by Andrew Luck's father. First off, we want to apologize about last Friday's episode. There was some weather here that allowed us not to record or upload due to some extreme weather here near the studio. So we want to apologize about that.
We are very sorry.
We are so sorry. So, first off, we had two big trades in the NBA this weekend. Plus, we had LeBron's awesome dunk last week that mirrored Kobe's to a fucking T. So that was awesome. What do you think about that dunk real quick?
I mean, my two favorite players ever to play the game.
Bronny Brown and Kobe.
Bronny Brown and Kobe. I ain't nothing I ain't seen my boy do before, but it had a little more meaning, you know? So, I mean, I liked it. But then again, I don't know. I've seen him dunk so many times.
Yeah.
Now, him hitting that little three-pointer to put his team up by 5, I want to challenge Skip Bayless. Jordan wouldn't have done it. Nah, I'm joking.
Skippy Bayless, if you're watching. Shannon Sharp, if you're watching. I love you, bro.
Hey,
Go
Shannon
Broncos.
Sharp. Hey,
Go Broncos, baby.
Yeah, Braun, our boy.
We're actually
Shannon's
really
boy.
close to his college where Shannon Sharp played.
Where did he play?
Savannah State.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn. Savannah State out here ranking athletes and shit.
Hell yeah, Hall of Famers. We played for Savannah State, man.
Some random guy. Imagine some random guy in the back like, I play for Savannah State.
Yeah, I played for Savannah State. We're actually water boys for Savannah State.
Yeah.
We're on the bench though. They benched us last week, but it's all right.
They bench us.
They benched the water boys.
Adam Sandler coming back.
Hell yeah. So, what do you make of the Andre? How do you pronounce his name? Iguodala?
Yeah, Andre Iguodala.
Okay, I was really worried I was going to butcher his name. What do you think about that trade?
To the Miami Heat, I like it because they really do need. The only person they really have that has any playoff experience is Jimmy Butler, and even
It's not
himself
much.
doesn't have much. So I think them getting him Iguodala, somebody who does very well in the postseason, and also has the Finals MVP, of course, to the first Golden State one.
Which I totally forgot about as we were looking up stuff for this episode. I was
You
reading
forgot
up.
that he was
hell
the only
yeah.
one. Because a lot of people thought
I thought Steph wanted his first year.
and if not Steph, you would think Clay.
I was completely wrong.
Yeah, so him having that is a huge the Miami Heat getting him was a huge deal, in my opinion. But then again, I still think they're missing. I don't think they can make the finals. But then again, they are in the East, especially. So they really do have a better chance.
They're just gonna have to go through.
They just have to hit their shots like they do and play the best defense like they do.
Yeah,
They play great D, and really good.
I don't think they're gonna get through Milwaukee. I
know. If they did, that'd be awesome.
I think people are sleeping on the Celtics this year. That's kind of my sleeper team.
Celtics are like they're like the Heat, except the Heat does the system better, but Celtics have better players. I think they're both scrappy teams. But
if they
Celtics
got
have
hot,
way better teams, but
yeah.
Miami plays scrappy. But Miami plays so well all the time.
Yeah, I think if Miami caught fire, see what I did there, Heat.
Hey, and honestly, the Heat could have a better. The players on that roster could end up being better than like Gordon Hayward, Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Do I think they're all going to be? No, but
I think Kemba was the best signing this season, off-season signing.
On that roster, Kemba's the best player in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought he was the best off-season signing.
Better than Kawhi? You got to think about that. You got to think about Kawhi and Paul George.
That's true, but we all knew Kawhi was going back. For what the Celtics needed, I thought Kemba Walker.
Clippers get the most benefit out of their signings easily.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, they traded, but for Paul George.
Oh, that is true. So Kawhi, yeah.
So Kawhi was their big signing.
Because Anthony Davis was also
traded.
Russell Westbrook was also a trade.
Yep.
And even then, I would.
Dude, it's crazy seeing Russell not in a Thunder uniform.
Dude, tonight he actually dropped like 38, I think.
Ooh.
Harden dropped 29. They've been letting Russell take over a lot.
They still lost on a buzzer fucking beater.
Dude, that was a nice ass shot.
That was a lucky shot.
No, Bogdanovic he's a good player. He's really good. He's one of the most underrated players in the league by far. That whole Jazz roster is underrated though. That's why the record's good as shit.
They're like the Pacers of the West.
Yeah, they're gonna be like the 3 seed, and they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose the first round.
Yeah,
because they just don't know what to do. Mike Conley doesn't even do anything for that team really. I think tonight he dropped 20. It was first time probably. He's probably done that twice this season for them. And they got him from the Grizzlies thinking, oh shit, we got a veteran, a guy who's never played a postseason game.
Who do you think won that trade? The Grizzlies or Miami?
Oh, Miami.
You think
just because, yeah. I mean,
dude, I can't believe the difference in the NFL and the NBA is how young these guys are and play for. Their careers are ridiculously longer. That Iguodala's been in the league since 2004.
Oh yeah. Oh. Kyle Korver even. I mean, now
what's the guy who plays for Atlanta? Carter.
Wait, Kyle Korver. Oh, Vince Carter. Who's 42 or something. Yeah. He's the first player ever to play in 4 decades, which is so fucking cool. He's played in 99, 00, 10, 20. That's so cool. But and him and Kobe had a huge rivalry. And they were just so to watch them dunk and shit was so fucking cool. And also Vince Carter's a great 3-point shooter. But what exactly what were we talking about?
Iguodala, just how.
Oh yeah, just because for Iguodala, it's someone like Kyle Korver, he's a guard, But Iguodala is someone who gets very physical and shit. So to see someone like him still in the league is really cool. After all this time,
we also had D'Angelo Russell to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Is it? Yeah, Minnesota Timberwolves.
For Andrew Wiggins, who went to Golden State,
and then
they also got
2021 picks. It seems to me
one being a first rounder, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, we're saying that Golden State received that.
Yes.
So a team that already had all this draft coming up because they have a shitty pick. They're gonna have a good pick because they have a shitty team this year. But also adding another pick because Timberwolves do not have a good record. So you're talking about another potential, probably will be lottery pick. So they're in good hands right now, boy.
I don't think Golden State's bad at drafting at all. I mean, their recent success is because of free agent signing.
They're really good on guards.
They drafted Clay, they drafted Steph, and they drafted Draymond. Those are 3 all-stars. And what are they called when they're all pros?
All NBA?
Yeah.
All NBA players, yeah. And also Draymond having Defensive Player of the Year, Steph having MVPs, and Klay Thompson just being a multiple All-Star, and he's been on the All-Defensive team as well. I'm pretty positive. But I mean, the thing is, if Golden State does get the first pick of the draft, which they probably won't because the NBA, the lottery is kind of tricky how they do it. They say it's percentage chance. They definitely do hand-pick lotteries sometimes. I feel or certain spots, and I don't think you're going to give you Golden State the first pick. But at the same time, if Golden State does get the first pick, and say they do get LaMelo Ball, they don't need a guard. They don't. Because to be real, I said before we even got on the podcast, they're probably going to try to trade Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
That's too much cap.
Oh, that's a huge cap.
And also, if Andrew Wiggins gets to be the leader of this team for the next 35 games or for the next 30 games, he gets to be the leader.
Let's just say he averages what?
25.
Yeah, 25.
7 and 5. Or not even 25, 5 and 5. He's gonna have good trade value, and they probably
he's
can get
worth
another
at least
first
a
round
second
pick.
round pick.
Yeah, I think they'll get a first round because the NBA is just so
player driven.
Well, and the draft is only 2 rounds, so second round picks aren't that high.
I thought the draft was 3 rounds.
No, it's only 2. Yeah, so I think they'll get they could get another first round pick. And my thing is, if after the lottery's all said and done, they could take 2 of those first round picks, keep their own because there should be a top 3 pick no matter what. And take those 2 and try to
trade for who they want.
Yeah, just trade because they need.
Who would you trade for if you're Golden State? What's Golden State's big need?
Oh, their big need is they need to get a defensive-minded power forward. Or no. They actually need to get a defensive center. But
what team is Miles Turner on?
The Indiana Pacers.
Is he still on the Pacers?
I think Miles Turner is.
Do you think that would be a good fit for him for a trade? I feel
because my thing is I wish they would draft someone, but they need to win now because the players are just getting older, and Klay Thompson and Steph Curry both are gonna be coming off injury. So hold on real quick, guys. I really don't know that much about the big men and the NCAA this year.
Yeah, no, he's on the Pacers.
NBA mock draft.
2021. Would it be a 2020 draft? Yeah, it would be the 2020 draft.
Yeah, it would be.
What do you think they draft LaMelo and then trade LaMelo?
See, that's who I was going to say, James Wiseman. See, they got them getting, in this mock draft, which was 6 days ago, they have them getting Anthony Edwards, who's a shooting guard. But the thing is, and they have Golden State having the first pick in this mock draft. That's just not that's not what they need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
they need big bodies.
Yeah, like you have Klay Thompson. Why would you need, and James Wiseman is who I would think, but James Wiseman, he's the player who is, he backed out of his team already in college.
What?
Yeah, he's about to get another suspension or something. I don't know exactly. I don't want to say that unless I'm correct. So he's 7'1". He has 7'6" wingspan. And what did he do exactly? I know James Wiseman originally got in trouble for something. James Wiseman. Watch him be completely wrong.
You might be. Who does he play for?
He played for the Memphis Tigers in college.
Okay.
That was a team, which is really weird for someone who's like that. So, okay, so I was thinking about someone else, but he did get in trouble. So, they conducted a thorough cooperative assessment and review for James Wiseman, amateurism certification, and his relationship with Memphis coach.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. That story broke 2 months ago, a month and a half ago.
That was
in December, was it not?
The big one that I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like in November. A lawsuit is filed on behalf of Wiseman against the NCAA seeking a temporary emergency restraining order that would allow him to play a game that night. He just had a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, saying
he was about to serve a 12 game in November 20th. He served a 12-game suspension and donate $11,500 to a charity of his choice. I don't know why it says that, but and then Wiseman formally withdraws from Memphis December 19th, making the announcement on Instagram. He writes he will immediately begin preparing for the NBA draft. Now, the thing is, someone like that clearly could have trouble in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Just you couldn't just stay straight. And I think maybe, was he the guy who took money or something?
I believe so. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Kind of like a, oh, man.
If that's what it is, then he should be fine in the NBA. But the thing is, he's not getting the same time. And I know you can get prepared.
But there's nothing like game reps.
Yeah, exactly.
There ain't nothing like game reps.
They need a center. I think it'd be really good if they got James Wiseman. Because I don't think they'll get LaMelo Ball. I just don't see the point.
No.
Like, why?
Unless you're going to trade LaMelo for
somebody.
Somebody.
Which
is all possible.
Yeah, I mean, they could, the team's like, oh, we're going to get LaMelo, and we'll give you. Like, I couldn't imagine if, who am I trying to think of right now? Oh, Andre Drummond, who just, that was another trade. He got traded to the Cavs, and he's 26 years old. And if Andre Drummond went to Golden State next year, like that, you'd have Drummond, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson.
Be another powerhouse season, baby.
Yeah, and because if they get rid of Andrew Wiggins, they have the cap.
A lot of these Golden State fans became Lakers fans all of a sudden.
But they're not going to trade that pick. I think they'll draft James Wiseman. That's what I would do.
Who knows? I mean, Golden State's Golden State.
And the New York Knicks are going to get LaMelo Ball. They'll ruin him.
They will tarnish that poor boy's career. Fuck the Knicks. The owner needs to sell the Knicks.
I love the New York Knicks games. They're like, sell the team. Dude, I'm like, damn.
Dude, every time Max Kellerman on First Take talks about the Knicks, he's like, just sell the team.
I know. Honestly, though, like,
we'll buy them. I've got.
How do they gain worth every year and be this shit? That's the saddest part.
It's because it's New York.
I know, but you would think they'd be like, all right, fuck them. Dude, I'm telling you, when Kyrie and KD play next year, they're going to be like, everyone's going to be like, we're going to fucking
The Knicks
Brooklyn.
fucked up by not getting Kevin Durant.
Which they did try, of course, but Kyrie and KD didn't want to go there, and now they have Kyrie, KD, Spencer Dwindle, who's been fucking a beast, DeAndre Jordan next year, Jared Allen. Bro, they're going to be good. They're going to be a good-ass fucking team. I wish all these players were healthy this year.
I don't know, man. I don't think Kyrie and Kevin and KD's
I think KD. Yeah, I know. They're both like, I don't know. They're both kind of like.
I just get this weird vibe from him.
Well, Kyrie's kind of he blames everything on his team, and KD's kind of like,
if they're not successful, fuck you guys, I want out type deal. That's what I get from Kevin or KD.
He's kind of like I feel like he has like a Kyrie personality, but
he's more committed.
He's soft spoken in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think he's a lot more soft spoken. He doesn't really say anything, but he will just kind of be like, the morale of the team kind of goes down. He kind of seems like the B word to me. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to throw shots and shit, Kevin, but
we love you, bro. Like you're a monster. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah, but
just from what we see,
that's the vibe I get.
But it can be different in the locker room. It can be well different in the locker room.
He even said that a huge reason of him leaving, or Draymond. He said the Draymond incident on the sideline, or I meant off the court. I guess it was on the sideline. I don't know what they call it. Or on the bench.
Yeah. Was
that factored into him leaving, which is clearly him saying, like, because Draymond, people give him a lot of shit, but Draymond he has a winning pedigree, and he is a great team. He's the leader of that team. Vocally, he's the leader.
He's the locker room guy.
Clay, Steph, and KD, all better players than Draymond, but Draymond is the better leader out of all of them. He is 100%. None of them can take that role. And then again, I don't think Draymond would let any of them take that role, and that's what makes him such a good leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if it was needed, it'd be different, but, like, 90% of the time,
as long as Draymond thinks him being the head of the locker room benefits the team more than anyone else, Draymond is going to be the head of the locker room.
We all know Steph. He's not somebody who's, like, getting up in someone's face. He's more of a chill guy. Same thing with Clay. Clay doesn't talk that much,
Yeah.
He might say side comments, but he doesn't, KD, another person, he's kind of soft-spoken.
Draymond is the fire of the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah. He is. He really is. That's why I think it'd be so cool if Draymond, Clay, and Steph stayed there the whole career.
They might.
But the thing is, like, Draymond signed 4 years last year. Clay signed 5 years last year. And they're not losing Steph. So, like,
they got Steph on a really good contract because of his injuries early on in his career. I think they got him on a great contract.
Yeah, so I think it'd be so cool they kept.
But they gotta ditch the Wiggins contract. Golden State's gotta ditch it.
They will. I mean, if they got James Wiseman, that'd be awesome. But then again, like, I don't know. I thought it'd been cool if they got Clint Capella this year, because Clint Capella was traded, by the way, to the he's on the Hawks.
Ooh.
Who? Oh, and Robert Covington went to the Rockets. Damn, we are missing some trades. I'm thinking about them as I'm talking.
Yeah, but there's 2 big trades.
Yeah, so Clint Capella, if Golden State had a healthy team this year, I guarantee you Golden State would try to pursue that.
Yeah, I think Golden State's playing the longer game. They're not trying to win this year or next year.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to.
No, I think they're going to try to win next year.
Think so?
Yeah, I think they're going to try to draft James Wiseman still, and they're going to try to win next year. Because you're not getting rid of your pick. No one gives up a top 3 pick. They just don't, because you're talking about a future.
You're gonna have
pick.
to give up a lot.
Yeah. If you're trading a top 3 pick, you're gonna have to get a lot for it, or you're gonna get a lot of shit. Like, Andre Drummond wouldn't cut it, not a fucking all. It wouldn't even be close. And he's a great player, but it just wouldn't cut it.
What about Andre Drummond and then 2 first-round picks?
That'd probably be too much. Andre Drummond and a first-round pick would probably be good. First-round picks are just viewed so highly. And you can't forget, Drummond's coming from the Cavaliers. So that's going to be a high-ass pick if it's a first-round pick. Why do they even get Drummond? Like, you're not trying to win now. Like,
you're not going to.
Yeah, clearly, this season's over. Like, you're literally not making the playoffs. They're probably trying to trade him, I would assume.
Build draft capital.
They probably are. That's probably what they're doing. So let me not talk shit yet. But I'll tell you this: if they have not traded him before the draft, and then after the draft, not during the draft at all, I'm gonna talk a lot of shit about the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It's a shitty run organization. It's worse than
no. They're lucky that they drafted
LeBron.
LeBron was the guy in 2003. They're lucky. Yeah. That's it. I mean, shit. If the Knicks had that, Like the Knicks and Cavs are the same level.
There's very few
Except
athletes that
yeah.
can overcome a poor organization, and LeBron is one of them.
Exactly, 100%. I think Steph Curry did a great job. Now he did have help because he had someone like Clay who was really good, and someone like Draymond who came up to be a really good leader.
I think Golden State's built a great
I think Steph would have been good anyways. Same thing with Trae Young.
You really think so?
What?
You've been big on Trae Young ever since he was at Oklahoma.
Dude, he's just so... Anyone who can shoot like that is just fucking good. Dude, if we ever have a chance of a player we would want from any sport, I'd pick Trae Young.
Really?
Yes, I like him that much.
You're that much of a fanboy.
Yeah, dude.
Even if we got Tom Brady in here.
Like, if they're... I would take Trae Young. Because I don't know, man. I follow him on Snapchat too, and I just think I would vibe with him.
You guys would be best friends. Hey, man, you did this shit in high school? Hell yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, man, I play pickup at
Trae Young's what, only a year older than us? A couple years?
Yeah, shit. He's probably barely.
It's so crazy to think that there are people that are millionaires being superstar athletes that are our age.
Like Zion. I'm older than Zion. You're older than Zion.
Yeah.
And he fucking had like $85 million before he even played a game. 7-year, $85 million guarantee contract.
Lucky bastard.
I know. But yeah, man, someone who can just shoot like that. That's why I say Steph Curry, literally, no matter where he fucking went, he was gonna end up being this good. Now, would he have he might not have the he was my thing is he would have had 2 MVPs, I think, no matter what. Just because, like, you know, I don't think Klay Thompson and Draymond Green having them, I don't know if he would ever win a championship. It depends on what team he went. But then again, people want to play with someone like Steph Curry. You know? Same thing as Trae Young. You want to play with someone who's that. Like, especially if you're like, say you're a true point guard and you can get on the starting, you know, because Trae Young and Steph are obviously point guards. But if you're like a true point guard and you can get on the starting 5, you would fucking love it. Because the fact that you can dish it that much. Like Chris Paul, he would love to play with Steph Curry and fucking Trae Young. That motherfucker would love it. I don't even know how many times he's led the league in assists. I know it's a fucking lot though. Like he would love it. Steve Nash, oh my god. Steve Nash would have fucking had a field day with them boys. So shit. Someone like Trae Young would love to play with someone like Steph Curry, because Trae Young is as true of a point guard as it gets. I mean, he literally, first of all, he's averaging like 29.8 points per game right now, 9 assists, and like 4 rebounds. And fucking in college, he led the league in points per game and assists per game in college. Like, man, you don't find someone like that. I mean, I can't believe he wasn't the first pick. Him and Luka. Luka and him should have been 1 and 2. Because Luka had such a good, when you look at the EuroLeague, he had such a good resume. How do you not take him? And then Trae Young, how do you not take someone who literally just proved that? I mean, shit. He led college in fucking 2 categories.
Yeah, but
points and assists. Like, that's crazy.
I feel like a lot of times in basketball, college doesn't really mean that much. Just because.
And I agree, but I just think since he's a shooter is my main thing. Yeah, just him being a shooter. Because Luka, I can kind of see why Luka wasn't taken. Now, if you're scouts though and shit, clearly they watched the tape and have to understand that man was gonna be a fucking god.
He was gonna be a beast anyways.
Yeah, you had to see it. But like for someone like me who's like, I didn't watch any EuroLeague, so I didn't know. But what's it called? I watched Trae Young and I was like, holy fuck.
Stephen A. Smith's got to eat his words on that one.
Why did he say Trae Young was gonna be a boss?
No, he shit on Luka when Luka was drafted.
Really? What did he say?
Yeah, he was like, I don't understand why you draft this European boy because of this and that, and that, you know, the old-fashioned Stephen A. I just don't know that, he's not
probably, I haven't watched a game, but like, he's not American. He's not American.
Yeah, he literally had to eat his own words.
Dude, it's gonna be so awesome when you look at the end of their careers, though. If they can both stay healthy, which I hope.
That's gonna be a good debate. Like who got the betterment?
I know who got the better trade. Like that's awesome.
Who is better, Trae Young or Luka? And
I mean, but I think
really
if they flip flop organizations, they would both be at a slower pace right now.
I agree.
I think it's perfect. Because first of all, Dallas would never got Porzingis. I don't think they would have.
No.
And I don't know what Cuban would have done. But I mean, Mark Cuban clearly likes more European or just overseas players.
That
I
are
really
proven.
do.
That overseas
Exactly.
players that are proven. Because Dirk.
I mean, the thing is, because Dirk was just one person, but then he gets Luka, then trades for Porzingis. Now you're kind of like, damn. They got Boban on that team. Another year. Dude, and by the way, if Seth Curry makes his next 3 3-pointers, he will have the highest career 3-point percentage in the league at the moment over his brother Steph Curry. They're the number 1 and 2.
Damn, Daddy trained him well.
Yep, Steph is 1, Seth is 2, and then
Fuck the
Kyle
Ball
Korver's
family.
number
It's
3.
all about the Curry family.
On God, though. It really is, though.
The XFL started this weekend. Did you only watch one game? You only watched the one game, correct?
I only watched the one game today, yeah.
Okay.
My New York.
Guardians. Are you a Guardians fan now?
I am. Because their jerseys are tough, too. And, dude, all right, guys, listen. When me and my brother used to play Madden together, we would play. So this was like 3 years ago. And we would play as the Oakland Raiders because it was our dad's team. And he would play offense, and I would play defense. And Derek Carr would always, for some reason, get hurt. Or if my brother would throw a pick or something, he would say Derek Carr's shit, and he would fucking put Matt McGloin in.
Benching for Matt McGloin.
Yeah, and we'd be like, oh, fucking McGloin, the fucking legend, baby.
McGloin looked good that first half.
He really did, dude.
Did
he had
he
some
look
really good
dialed
passes.
in?
Yeah.
And that receiver for the stretch out 40-yard pass, that was a fucking grab.
So, I gotta be, man. Matt McGloin's a quarterback. By the way, Aaron Murray looked fucking awful.
He looked terrible.
My boy got benched his first game.
And Landry Jones played terrible for Dallas tonight.
Oh, he did? Wait, was the score 15-9?
Yes.
It was. Damn. I really do like how they do the
extra point?
The extra point, yeah.
Dude, I think the extra point is tough as fuck.
I think they should do that in the NFL.
So for the people who don't know what the XFL is, it's pretty much the people from WWE created this football league to go in the gap between football and baseball. That's the whole design of the league.
Was it really?
Yeah. I mean, they wanted a faster paced game. They wanted higher scoring, and they wanted kind of a thrill to it. They wanted the comeback possibility.
Like how the punting rule.
Literally,
yeah.
how they say the 2-minute offense in the NFL, like there's literally a comeback period, and it changes rules. The last 2 minutes of a half is called the comeback period.
Oh, is it really? I didn't even know that.
You know, the crazy thing, even though the New York Guardians were up 17-zip, it was still a 2-possession game.
Oh, yeah, because of the...
If you get 9 points and a 9 and an 8, 2-possession
I know, shit, and they could have won.
I think I'm going to end up a Defenders fan. I think that's what I'm going to end up.
See, that's why when you asked me earlier, to the guys, they go to kick a field goal on 4th and goal, it's at the 4-yard line. And since there's like, what would I do? I was like, clearly they're getting shut out. I would go for you got to go for it there. You're 2 possessions down. And if you kick a field goal, you're still 2 possessions down.
Landry Jones didn't even start for Dallas.
Oh, really?
No.
Wow.
What?
All right, but what he was explaining before he looked this up was so if after you score a touchdown, there's no extra points. So you go for it at the 2-yard line, the 5-yard line, or the 10-yard line. The 2-yard line is a 1-point conversion. The 5-yard line is a 2-point conversion. And the 10-yard line is a 3-point conversion. So you can get a touchdown and then go for it on the 10-yard line and get a 9-point play, which is really cool, honestly. I really do like it. It's a running clock. As he said, there's a comeback period. The clocks run no matter what, unless there's a timeout call or a penalty against the other team.
Yeah.
Or if it's inside 2 minutes going
yeah,
into
and
the
then the rules
end of the
change.
half.
I mean, the clock doesn't run until the ball's set, though. Like they literally have an official out there just to set the ball.
Oh yeah, that is what the guy was.
And then they have the overhand. I forget what they call it. The camera. Pretty much all it is they have a drone flying up, and this guy's literally his whole job is just to review the game, either talk to the ref and say, hey, pause this is a controversial call, like there was in the Vipers game today where they thought it was a fumble. They ruled it a fumble, but then he said, that's not a fumble, let me review this, stop the game. So they stopped the game, reviewed it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So that is what the guy's job is. So instead of people challenging, there's none of that.
Yeah, there's a guy literally specifically for that.
Bro, so say this thing was like a huge ass thing.
He's pretty much the overhead ref.
Yeah.
So
that's what they should do in the NFL. There has to be the common sense shit. There should be a team of like 5 people in the NFL. up there, and they should just have common sense. Be like, oh, okay, listen.
Yeah.
But the one time they fucking miss it,
all the big
gonna cry.
networks have a guy like that they send it out to and review it and go, oh, no, this is, an incomplete pass in my book. I think it's cool how the head coaches are mic'd up.
So, wait, by the way, is this going to be every game they're mic'd up?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, head coaches are mic'd up. The refs are mic'd up, which is really dope because there's a punch thrown.
Yeah, I heard them talking
Yeah,
the
there
whole
was
time.
a punch thrown in the Vipers game.
Yeah.
And they turned on the mic to the ref. 97's out. You want him out, right? Or we're ejecting him for it. He goes, yes, he threw a punch that's against the rules, so they ejected him. And he's telling all the other refs 97's out.
Yeah.
Ejected.
So, like, as you guys, you're maybe wondering what's going on because I didn't see a punch initially.
Yeah.
As the refs are talking about it, they go to see the replay. 'Cause I guess the guys in the booth, who was Greg Olson and somebody else, but I guess they didn't see it, so they're like, "Oh, guess someone got punched." And they
yeah, and
guys
then
like from hearing from the refs, and they're like, "Oh, okay, let's go." I did think it was really cool, and this one guy, because there's a lot of shit talking. It was actually pretty cool. Like listening to some people.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm 5'10" and I'm stocked up. I'm like, "Damn."
Okay.
But you're only 5'10". It's not that tall.
Well, also all the skill position players have headsets and mics in their ears.
Yeah, I did.
So that's actually really cool. So it's all built into the helmet. So, with the play clock being 25 seconds, it's not 40 like it is in the NFL. It's 25 seconds. So literally, it makes it easier to make out the call, run the 2-minute drill.
It really would be cool if like someone like Antonio Brown went in the XFL.
He should, man.
Like, I don't know.
You know how much revenue he would bring for that league?
He would.
Just like, hey, we want you to be the face of the XFL.
You know, there'd be a lot of fans, older fans at least, that would be like, fuck the XFL. Or like every Steeler fan, I'm not watching
all
that
old
bullshit.
white men.
I know.
All butthurt Steelers fans. Dude, he hasn't been right since that Vontaze Burfict hit.
You think it fucking made the cuckoo come out?
Yeah. I think I'm going to end up being a DC Defenders fan because I watched that game last night. I think I'm going to end up being a Defenders
Get to know
fan.
my fucking Guardians if he's stomping in your shit.
Bro, my Defender's going to slap your ass. They got Cardell Jones at fucking
Cardell Jones
quarterback.
finna get fucking destroyed.
Shit.
You got a 5'6" running back who can fucking truck people?
Dude, Houston, the quarterback for Houston fucking lit it up yesterday, man.
The 4 touchdown guy?
Yeah, he had a fucking 50-yard touchdown bomb.
Maybe Aaron Murray should watch some fucking tape.
Bless up. Aaron Murray's doo-doo. I mean, he's better than I am, for sure. But at a professional level, Aaron Murray is garbage.
Yeah, it's so sad that was his first start.
He hasn't started in an NFL game since he was drafted in 2014. He's in a professional game.
That's why I was kind of like, yeah, we should give him a break because he really hasn't played a game since 2013.
Yeah. But old Matt McGloin showed out. Connor Cook was benched for the Houston Roughnecks. And what's really cool about the XFL is they literally brought everyone to Houston to do a joint training camp. So, like, all 8 teams were there in Houston training together.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. I think it's cool it's only 8 teams.
Yeah, and so they did that to also show that trades were available. Obviously Devin Taylor from our hometown was cut, and then somebody apparently liked him there, and then he was picked up.
I can't believe he was actually the last pick of the
defensive line draft. Some of these guys are going to be getting NFL kind of looks, and it's really cool to see. I guess it's really.
I'm surprised McGloin is in the XFL. I guess maybe he really did do bad as Oakland's backup when Derek Carr got hurt. He lost like those 2 games. Or no, he lost a game. Then they put the 3rd string in for the last game.
Connor Cook against the Denver Broncos.
And then McGloin ended up playing the Houston Texans and got the Texans just won that game.
Yeah, they got waxed.
And Raiders were, so the Raiders were like 12-4. But what were they before? Were they 12-2? Bro, were the Raiders really that good? That was a season though that they won like 8 games off like
a field goal or a touchdown or less.
No, a field goal or less. I think you're right, dude.
Yeah, because that was the season where literally they called the 2-point conversion at the Saints game. You remember the season opener, and they won it on the walk-off 2-point conversation.
Damn, bro. Jack Del Rio, man. Fuck.
Dude, I'm so glad he's with the Redskins. But one thing I will say about the the XFL is that they've got like legit football coaches. Bob Stoops, who's a national title winner.
Bob Stoops, that's pretty cool.
And for Oklahoma. You have ex-Bears coach. You have the Giants offensive coordinator for those 2 Super Bowls running the Guardians. So he's back in New York running the Guardians franchise.
I was trying to remember his name. Was it McBride or something?
Yeah.
Brian McBride.
But honestly, I like the way they did kickoffs. Kickoffs, it's a little weird. You get penalized for kicking it out of bounds on a punt or in the end zone. Like, you get a 10-yard penalty. I think it's pretty awesome.
I love the way that
Let's see what the average ticket price is.
Around in bed.
Because they played in MetLife or the Meadowlands today, and it was.
They did.
Dang. I mean, they had a pretty good crowd. What would you say attended? About 8,000.
And what stadium?
In the Meadowlands when they played in the New York Giants Stadium today.
Oh, that was more than that. They had a lot of people.
They put a lot of money into the production of this as well.
It'd be cool if Andrew Luck coached the team.
Damn. Okay. You can get season tickets. Let's see how much these season tickets run.
Dude, I think it'd be cool if they did, like, retired NFL players as coaches. Like, dude, Andrew Luck, that'd be cool if he was a coach.
Well, his dad's the commissioner of the
I
league.
know, that's why it'd be cool. Do they own any other teams?
What do you mean?
The commissioner? Does he own all the teams?
No.
Or so there is actual separate owners?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of these guys are old school WWE guys.
Okay. So, Undertaker? Hulk Hogan, Triple H?
No, guys.
Didn't Hulk Hogan
started
die?
the WWE.
Yeah, he did, I think.
Yeah. So, I think it's better than the AAF. Is it the AAF or the AFL?
It's
AAF.
Not relevant to the
American
XFL.
Alliance Football, I think.
Dude, I'm just ready to be an American.
So, did you enjoy yourself watching the XFL?
It was actually pretty fun to watch. My team won.
So,
And also, Matt, I did not expect Matt would go on. You guys have no idea, man. I remember playing Madden with Kyle, and Kyle would bench Derek
literally
Carr.
before we watched the game, oh, man, they're going to lose. It's so bad. Matt McGloin's garbage, and then he ends up doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, I was happy about that. Hey, this should be a podcast for XFL. It's got to be. All right? Whatever can bring in the big bucks is going to be what I'm podcasting.
Yeah, XFL, you want to sponsor us, baby?
Hey, Andrew Luck, tell your pops that your boys,
tell Ollie.
Corey and Smith, are coming for his job.
I think they have really good commentators as well. They took some old NFL guys. I mean, Pat McAfee's doing it. Greg Olson.
Apparently, Pat McAfee started celebrating with other guys, or he was invited to celebrate with the team that won tonight. I saw it on the Snapchat story. I didn't know if it was a joke or not.
Pat McAfee's wild, man. You know he got arrested for drunken disorderly conduct in Indianapolis?
When, like, recently?
Oh, no, at the beginning of his career.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He got fined a fuck ton of money.
That's because he's a fucking badass. You never meet a punter that can just drink beer like that.
Honestly, I think if Pat McAfee probably would have stayed, 3 more years in the league, he probably would have ended up a Hall of Fame punter.
I think he'll be a Hall of Famer eventually. When did he retire?
3 years ago.
He is a one-time Super Bowl champion?
No, I never won a Super Bowl. Been to one.
Oh, yeah.
When
Damn, because he wasn't the...
2-time Pro
he wasn't
Bowler,
on the
one-time
Bears
All-Pro.
roster? No? I meant on the...
No.
Colt. Oh, got it.
No.
Yeah. Never mind, then he might not be.
I don't think he will be. His stand-up's great, though. I will say that.
He'll be a Hall of Famer for that, then.
Hell yeah. Hall of Fame stand-up comedian.
I'd have been a Terry boy. He gonna be a Hall of Fame kicker.
Oh, hell yeah. He's number 1 points scored in the NFL, history of the NFL. If
he's not unanimous...
You best
I'll
get
be
on.
pissed.
You
I'll
best
be
get
pissed.
on. Kickers are a part of the game. I hate to say it. He literally won the Patriots 3 Super Bowls.
How many rings does he have?
4.
Oh, yeah.
One with the Colts, 3 with.
I guess you guys couldn't win more with him.
No.
Dude, 4-time champion. You know, the saddest part is that he was a champion. So in the beginning of his career, in the first 7 years, my man's got 4 rings.
And then it's all
Yeah.
downhill.
Like, bro, you be thinking damn, wherever I go, I'm finna win.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Then no. I guess he really did go to a lot of playoffs, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll probably end up having the most playoff games for a starting kicker or punter.
So do you think the XFL is going to fizzle out?
Yes, sadly. I don't know though. Andrew Luck's If Andrew Luck gets a part of it,
Does some coaching or something for him.
dude, I think it'd be cool if they did something like that.
It was like a rep.
Yeah. If they just had.
I hope it becomes like a feeder league almost, because the arena football is not a feeder league. Neither is the CFL, just because of the way everything's played so differently.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think
know.
it'll never get as big as the NFL, but
like you said, if it could be a feeder league, I think it'd be pretty cool. Because they got the summer league, they got the G League for NBA. They
minors.
You got single A, triple A, double A for MLB's got a lot, dude. Their shit's I could imagine being the one doing their fucking their GMs. Boy, I know that's a bitch. You got 100 players on your fucking roster. That is a hoe ass bitch.
Yeah, I do think this is going to be a bright spot for a lot of people, and it's going to step them into the NFL. The XFL this season is pretty much an NFL stepping stone.
Yeah,
I think.
And my thing is, if it can work and some XFL guys get NFL contracts or, even practice squad, because shit, you make more in the practice squad than the fucking
XFL.
A lot more, too. I think it's a success. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
Do you think the NFL, some of the guys at the NFL are backing the XFL?
As in?
Owners.
What do you mean?
Owners in the front office. I'm sure the players are backing the XFL.
Yeah.
Some of the
do
front
I think
office.
those players like it and they're gonna watch and see if they can recruit?
Yeah.
Like the coaches? Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Come on, as a recruiter, you gotta do everything in your power. If you're not, then you shouldn't be.
Because these guys in the XFL have all gone through.
They've all been to the NFL,
yeah.
Undrafted,
But the Players Association for the XFL does not affect the NFL, so the XFL could actually draft right out of high school. So if you really wanted to, right out of high school, you could go to an XFL team.
Do 1 year.
Or you have to do 3 years. You have to be 3 years removed from high school to be drafted in the NFL.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, so can you join the XFL at 16 though?
No.
Oh, that'd be fucking crazy if they're like, you don't need shit. Someone's 19.
Come make money. Drop out of high school. Come make money.
What's up, bitch? I'm like, damn. Wait, so what if you graduate though, high school? You still gotta be 18 probably.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if you didn't though. It's just, some smart fuck graduates at 16, goes to the NFL at 19.
Just fucking poo poo poo.
That'd be crazy because you have such a long career, bro.
Yeah, they're not held down by those rules.
Yeah.
And regulations.
That's pretty cool.
So it is possible. It'd be like going and playing for a European league for a year instead of going to college and then coming back.
Like LaMelo.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're gonna change that soon. They're gonna change it back to 18. Like right out of high school.
I hope so.
I mean, my thing
Actually,
is,
no, I don't hope so.
My thing is, I mean, it's proven to work, but it's also proven that some people end their careers. But it's also proven that motherfuckers got paid. And there's a lot of people that have got fucked over and, was about to do really good and have had an injury that's taken them out of the draft or something, So that's how I look at it. But I don't know. And also the same year that they stopped that and people are do one and dones and also coming from high school, you know what I'm saying? The first year they do it, bro, that's going to be a talented ass fucking draft. Because you're going to have 18-year-olds and then you're going to have 19-year-olds that could have been 18 and done it, but they weren't allowed to. They had to do one and dones. So whatever the year they do it, bro, you're going to have fucking
a loaded
that draft class is
class.
going to be fucking nuts. Because you're just going to have so much talent. Oh, I can't wait.
It'll be interesting to see.
That's one thing I was thinking about. I was like, damn. Because the year that they got rid of it, I wonder how shitty that draft was. The next year.
Because nobody went to college.
Yeah. So you're thinking you're about to get these players, but instead,
LeBron and Kobe were drafted right out of high school.
They must have such a shitty class. Because they had nobody coming straight out of high school. And then they had nobody doing one and dones because all those players are already in the league.
In the league, yeah.
Damn, bro. That must have been such a... The team that was like the worst team was probably like, well, we're going to be the worst team next year too. We can't wait.
Woohoo.
That's funny as fuck. But we got anything else to talk about?
No, that's it. John Jones' fight was last night, but neither of us were able to catch that fight.
And I have heard from my boy Ariel from ESPN that he said that John Jones
should have lost that fight.
Yes, he said that John Jones with the last 2 rounds, Dominic Reyes winning the first 3. And he thinks that they need to do a rematch right away for the reason of he thinks Dominic Reyes got cheated and he thought there'd be no better of a time to do it. I don't know if he necessarily... Well, I mean, yeah, he pretty much said Dominic Reyes got cheated.
Yeah.
So there's that for you. Follow my boy, Ksammedia Group, Instagram.
Oh, look at you doing the old social media.
You already
this
know.
week.
It's your boy, Chef Daddy. Wait, what's your thing? Chef Daddy 843?
I think on Twitch, but I haven't streamed in a long time.
But Chef Daddy 843 on Twitch. You also got me on Twitch, McDaddy11, MC to the DADDYLOVIN. Damn, I'm clean with that shit. That's first take, cuz. And that's all I got for you.
Don't forget to tell your friends and family.
Yeah, tell your friends and family. Don't forget to tell your friends and
Feel
family.
free to share us on Facebook. That would be dope.
Oh, yes.
And thanks for watching.
I was like, and yes.
There's not you cleared the whole rant, so.
Oh, good. I love my life.